A garden is like a beautiful painting, full of color, texture, and movement.
The only difference being that a painting is static and a garden is not. A garden is quite dynamic.
Rhea Bustelin has created a masterpiece.
I'm really into grouping the colors so they become focal points.
She grows more than 120 different plant species on her homestead in the Lakes region.
Beautiful colors.
Thank you.
You got every color in the rainbow in here.
That is what we're going for.
As a professional gardener, Rhea transforms open spaces into outdoor sanctuaries.
Gardening is really a fusion of art and science, specifically biology.
She's studied both, using her background in fine art, horticultural science, sustainable agriculture, and soil microbiology to run her own business, Speakeasy Gardens, an ecological garden design company.
We've done food forests, herb gardens, vegetable gardens, English gardens, and recently we did a concept garden, which was based around the idea of concentric circles.
Before you start planting any type of garden, Rhea stresses evaluating your landscape and assessing the soil.
What's some of the biggest challenges for growing flowers and vegetables in New Hampshire?
Oh my goodness. Deer, voles, squirrels, chipmunks, weeds that blow in on the wind, rocks and sand. New Hampshire is a very difficult place to grow in.
Success means choosing the right plant for the right spot.
This is a spice bush. If you tear the leaf off, you can sort of smell that it has a very spicy smell.
Oh, wow, it's strong.
The spice bush doesn't like sun, so Rhea planted this grass next to it. It'll grow 13 feet tall and cast shade on the bush.
I do a lot of defense planting.
Concord grapes growing along the fence line need protection from Japanese beetles, so Rhea planted hops. Beetles love hop leaves.
I sort of plant that as an offering for them so that they stay off of the grape leaves.
She uses that same concept throughout the garden. Edible chives are planted next to vegetation favored by the dreaded voles that eat plant roots. The onion flavor keeps the rodents away.
There's a lot of neat little gardening tricks that we use.
Aromatics like sage, lavender, and mint will also scare animals away. Even daffodils, which are mildly toxic, are turnoffs. Rhea says, don't bother with a fence.
Especially around here because the deer seem to jump higher every year. I've seen them clear a 6.5-foot fence, no problem. And if you get a bear, they don't even climb it. They just squash the fence with their paw.
Another nuisance, weeds. Rhea uses sheet mulching to manage the sprouts. Cover pathways or flower beds with cardboard or brown paper bags and dump mulch on top. She hasn't had to weed a pathway in 7 years.
On top of that, it's a really excellent way to build the quality of your soil and keep the moisture in your soil during the hot months.
Rhea shows us a fungi called mycorrhizae. It's found in mulch and helpful to plants. It looks like a white knitted mold. People often pick it out, unfamiliar with its benefits.
They're beneficial because they attach to the roots of trees and flowers and vegetables, and they trade carbohydrates for nutrients. So they give the plants nutrients, and in return they get carbohydrates.
As an ecological company, Speakeasy Gardens doesn't rely on fertilizers, chemicals, or pesticides. It uses science.
I strongly feel that the future of gardening and agriculture is going to rely very heavily on biological testing, and that would be simply taking a soil sample of your plot of land and looking at it under a microscope and seeing what microbes are active and what microbes are missing, and then inoculating for those species that are missing.
What should never be missing from your garden? Color. Successional blooming is an important part of design.
When you're designing a garden, you want to ensure that there's something blooming all the time. Not just because it looks beautiful, but also because it's going to feed the birds and, the bees and the pollinators. And it's just great to have like a buffet of, yummy pollen there all the time.
A garden in harmony with nature, just like a Monet or a Renoir, a real masterpiece.